Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Heat Is On podcast. Not sure what episode it is. That's not a good look, but you know what? We're jumping.
Okay. No.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Heat Is On podcast, episode 9. I'm Juicy J, and I'm here with my boy
Jgnoise, and I couldn't be any more dramatic when I say that this was the most brutal, fierce, energy-giving playoff environment game of the season. Who would have thought it?
I agree with you completely. I mean, if you're asking why we're this energized, this isn't even after the game. We're recording this way after the game, but I'm thinking about this game and remembering all the different plays that happened and just getting a wave of energy through my body, because this game was one of the most incredible games throughout this entire season. And for me, the most dramatic game of the entire season. You had things like Hero getting injured, Jimmy Butler getting into a fight, and Thomas Bryant throwing punches. I mean, everybody stood on business, but we'll talk about that in another video more in depthly. We're just going to mention that happened. You had a great game from Jimmy Butler.
100%.
Before he got ejected. And the first guy I want to talk about for this game was Bam Adebayo. He started off the first half with 4 points. And we were like, what is Bam doing after the All-Star game? He's horrible. He's trash. He goes into this second half, comes out with 24 points, looking like the Heat's All-Star. That is what I wanted from Bam Adebayo after Jimmy Butler got ejected in that game. He ended off with 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist. This is the Bam Adebayo that I want to see. He's getting open for dunks. His shot is landing, and it's unguardable. And he's doing it right in people's faces. No pause. That's Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, and whoa. But my main point was his defense coming in that late stretch of the fourth quarter. He had two blocks in the fourth quarter. And speaking of blocks, and speaking of a great Heat player, Duncan Robinson with a clutch block to close out the game in the fourth on Zion Williamson.
And don't forget his 17 points.
100%. We cannot forget it. Listen, I'm gonna
off the bench too. He proved both of us and the entire Heat Nation wrong.
Yeah, and I always said we need to start Robinson because off the bench, like I said, he needs to find the same mentality he uses in the starting lineup off the bench, and boy did he find it. I did not expect him to give us that boost from the bench, and one of the main points I want to focus on is how he did this without many minutes. I mean, what felt like he was just there, like coming in and out. I think when he was in that starting position, he feels more comfortable. He feels like he has a bigger role than when he comes off the bench. And what I love is that as soon as he went on the court, you could feel his presence. He was involved. He was making plays. Like, that's what we need from the Duncan Robinson off the bench. And that's what's going to help us win games.
Agreed. This was a commanding comeback victory. We were up by 19 in the second, but then in halftime, 58-58. Scary stuff. But this is the Miami Heat. We are all about adversity, persevering, and we're not just going to get scared after some idiot that I don't even remember the name of tries to fight and choke Jimmy Butler. We're not worried about that.
I don't.
We'll bounce back. We'll come back bigger and better than ever, and we'll destroy these guys.
I'm not scared of.
Said it. We are a better team.
100%. We are the better team. And what I was saying is, I'm not scared of a man named after a store for selling women's shoes. Come on, Marshalls, do better than that. You just evoked and brought out the biggest beast in the NBA, and you did it in perfect timing. Ladies and gentlemen, all the Heat Is On viewers, my mom, my grandma in Cuba, the Heat are about to go on a run and ignite. They are ignited with fire. Jimmy Butler posted the video of him getting tossed and said, "It's that time." I hope you know I wasn't in the bathroom. I was at work, and I still creamed my pants when I saw that post. Jimmy Butler is awake. He's here, and he's standing on business. I don't care if he was ejected. I don't care if he's suspended for the next game. He is coming.
And, I mean, when you look at this game, you'll be like, oh, he got suspended because he had 23 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. I mean, come on. How much more dominant do you want this guy to be? He would have had a 30-piece and maybe even a triple-double if that fight didn't happen. Because he had 6 assists and 9 rebounds. So maybe we get another triple-double from Jimmy, who is leading franchise leader in triple-doubles. So...
yeah, and
we would have extended that.
And sorry to interrupt, but a main point about Jimmy Butler that game is his first game back after his leave of absence. Jimmy Butler, who didn't post a single post on his Instagram, a guy who didn't say anything on his story for what felt like 2 weeks, and for him, he played the whole first half without a smile and dropped 17 points and a beautiful move that had me like telling my grandpa to get his own milk. Like, I kid you not, Jimmy Butler in that first half made me just so happy. And to do that without a single sign of emotion, like, he looked robotic. He looked like he was on a mission. And
he was on his Kawhi Leonard stuff, definitely.
You told
me in that game,
right?
In the first half, you said the entire team is Jimmy Butler right now. We are doing nothing without Jimmy on the court.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that.
And we won the game without Jimmy Butler, basically. And that was a tough fourth quarter.
It was tough. And something I want to focus on is, other than the 12 points from Tyler Hero and a few threes that Robinson hit, nobody else was really scoring in the first half. It was like when Jimmy was on the court, he had a plus 13 in the first half. That's insane. That's insane. And everybody else was in negative. So for him to be taken out in the beginning of the fourth and for us to still win by 11 shows that we have what it takes come playoff time. Anyways, the point I wanted to say with the no emotion part is that the only time that Jimmy Butler smiled was when he got ejected. In case your abuela couldn't hear me in the background, the only time that Jimmy Butler smiled was when he was ejected, which means, and I'm like, oh, he's back. But for him to go on Instagram and put on his story, hold on, I need to look up for the story. Please give me a few seconds as I'm finding the story that made me scream into my pillow. He put a song called Locked Up on his story. He put a song called Jail by Kanye West, by the way, which is Juicy J, one of Juicy J's favorite musicians out there. So I
love Kanye West.
And then one called Life. And then he goes on to post him getting ejected and said, "It's that time." Oh my God, I almost screamed again. And 4 hours ago, he posted a picture of him and Nikola Jovic to the Bad Boys movie cover. He photoshopped the faces to their faces and said it was all Nikola Jovic's fault. And he tagged it under Miami-Dade County Jail placed. He is a troll, and he is a troll that's going to drop 40 points on your favorite team. No, so get ready.
I mean, after that Trailblazers game, if he's not dropping 50 on Scoot Henderson's head for no reason, I wouldn't be surprised if he does that. I'm gonna be honest, because I mean, Jimmy Butler, he's not the type of guy to talk all that crap and then have a bad game.
100%.
If he's talking crap, he's gonna have a crazy game.
100%. And if you want more intellect or just want to watch us talk more about the ejections and suspensions, go watch our newest video, because we just feel like we rather well, I don't know, just watch the newest video. You'll see it with Jimmy Butler behind bars. Make sure y'all go check that one out. But I want to finish up on the Pelicans game in general. Bam Adebayo really proved many Heat fans wrong, because to think that this man, I mean, he scored 12 points in the fourth quarter, 12 of his 24, which means he scored 8 in the third quarter. Yeah, my math is correct. He scored 8 in the third quarter and 12 in the fourth.
That is a legendary half.
Yes, and he was hitting Kobe fadeaways. Like, he wasn't hitting little layups or picking on the smaller guy. And I would say Jose Alvarado, but he thought he was Mike Tyson and got suspended for 3 games. But
what a clown.
What a clown. But he was hitting like shimmy yay type of moves. Like, shoot, there was one on Larry Nance Jr., Patrick Starr, I should say, where he went shimmy yay, and that went in. And I just got up and I started shimmying across my house until Border Patrol knocked on my door. But
yo,
all jokes aside, what a great game, and I can't wait. And yes, I know I'm posting this on a Sunday night. I'm sorry, this is all Juicy J's fault on this video, but he decided to go on a Disney World trip. But
it was universal and it was for my school.
Oh, okay. Anyways, please disregard that weird moment between we try to act professional, but sometimes it's hard considering I'm 13 years old in a basement. Okay, so, but yeah, all in all, fantastic game. Looking forward to the Trailblazers game coming tomorrow. The Kings game, which the last time we played the Kings was the first game after the meeting, which was a fantastic game. A fantastic game.
The game that we broke our win streak.
Yes, sir.
No, we got
we recorded an assist record.
Dude, we gotta win.
Also, one little note I want to add before I give it to Juicy J to close up this video is that the Heat, ever since they had that little meeting, they are number 1 in defensive teams, holding teams at under 104 points a game. I'm gonna leave that right there. This is Jgnoise passing it on to Juicy J to finish talking about the Pelicans game. Let's see what he has to say. Hopefully it's not weird, but take it away, man.
Hey, I'll never say anything as weird as the things you say on this podcast. Don't worry, Jgnoise. I just think that this Kings game is going to be obviously a really important game. Every game is important right now. I mean, with our record, you want to win every game, which it's not a bad record, but could be better. That's why you got to win more. But this Kings game is going to be especially important because you have no Jimmy Butler, no Tyler Hero, no Jay Rich, and I don't think we have Terry Rozier back yet anyway. So you're going to have to go out there and win this game, and just like that Sixers game. But this time it's going to be harder because you don't have Tyler Hero. So are we going to see a DeLon Wright
performance?
Yeah, maybe.
Could be.
Maybe we see Cole Swider. Hopefully not. I don't want to see that guy touch the court. But, it's going to be interesting and it's going to be tough. Hopefully we blow them out, and hopefully that the Kings are on what they were last game where De'Aaron Fox went like 1 for 12. But it's going to be a really important game. If we win this game, I feel like this win streak becomes real. Because I feel like a win streak isn't really like a super good win streak until you get to 3 or 4. Because 2 is obviously you could win 2 games in a row. But 4 is hard. So definitely going to see we win tomorrow. Then we're going to start building this real win streak right here. And you'll definitely see me and Jgnoise super hype if we win tomorrow. Looking for a blowout. That would be nice. But you know what? These close games, I don't mind. But I just want to say that was the biggest roller coaster of a game I've ever watched this season.
Yeah.
This year.
That's not dramaticizing anything. That's purely intentional.
Yeah, and if you watch this game, you 100% agree with us because that was incredible. In a good way and a bad way. It was one good thing, then they knocked you down to the ground again as a Heat fan.
Yeah.
Also, props to that D Wade fan with the D Wade shirt.
Oh yeah, that man. That man should run for mayor in Miami.
No, for sure. Everyone on Twitter is arguing with the Celtics fans, oh, we'd do that in your arena.
Yeah,
I agree. We would. If I was that guy, I'd do exactly what he did.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Thrown out, just frick the Celtics.
100%. And I mean, we got more to say. Don't think we don't want to talk about the suspensions and all, but for the time being, this will be episode number 9. I'd had to say that because Juicy J forgot, unfortunately. But
I actually said it. I
But
don't know what you're talking about.
thank you guys so much for watching episodio número 9. We have another video coming right after this one. So if you're taking the time to watch this one, I really suggest to watch the next one, because I just know it's going to be 10 times funnier than anything we've ever done, because we have a lot to talk about. So if you're excited, if you're ready to hear about what is going on with Jimmy Butler and his threats to the store Marshalls, which is basically the cheapest Ross you could find. I'm sorry. I just had the thought of Juicy J twerking on my head and I lost it. But
all right.
Thank you guys so much for watching this one, and click the next video, watch it, let us know what you think, and we'll be back for the Kings game tomorrow. Good night, Heat fans.
Good night, Heat fans.